Pressure has been building around the club's goalkeeping department for several weeks, not because of performance but because of exposure. Operating with minimal depth in specialist positions leaves no margin when availability changes, and that fragility has lingered over Hillsborough throughout the campaign. In a season already shaped by points deductions and restricted squad building, even a single absence can distort match preparation and training routines. Financial oversight has only increased that vulnerability. The wage ceiling enforced under profit and sustainability regulations limits reactive spending, forcing greater reliance on internal solutions rather than market flexibility. That approach may appear efficient on paper, but it raises operational risk, particularly in positions where continuity and physical robustness outweigh rotation. When planning assumes stability and reality delivers disruption, the consequences extend well beyond one role. Confirmation has now arrived that Piers Charles is facing an extended period on the sidelines after suffering a further shoulder injury, as reported by Andy Giddings. The issue follows his withdrawal during the FA Cup defeat to Brentford, where visible discomfort prompted immediate concern and subsequent assessments pointed towards an absence measured in months rather than weeks. That development reshapes the short-term competitive picture. The goalkeeper had only recently returned to the starting lineup after missing the opening phase of the Championship season, including the December draw with Watford. 9 league appearances marked a careful reintegration, but this latest setback resets that process entirely, removing continuity from the defensive unit once again. From a tactical standpoint, the loss affects build-up structure and defensive organisation. The current system requires the goalkeeper to contribute in the first phase of possession, easing pressure on the back line. A replacement without that familiarity forces compromise, either through more direct distribution or altered defensive spacing, both of which carry implications for chance prevention metrics and expected goals conceded. From a market perspective, the timing is damaging. External interest had emerged earlier in the window, including reported attention from Strasbourg, positioning the player as a developing asset rather than a distressed one. Injury uncertainty halts that momentum, removing leverage and freezing valuation at a point where liquidity could have supported broader balance sheet considerations. The administrative dimension now comes into focus. With the season already shaped by exceptional conditions, the club are expected to approach the English Football League to seek special dispensation for an emergency loan signing. That mechanism exists, but approval is not guaranteed and often comes with usage limitations that restrict medium-term planning. The developmental impact cannot be overlooked. Recurrent shoulder problems are especially concerning for goalkeepers, given the demands of load-bearing and reach. Extended time out at this stage disrupts progression, delays physical adaptation, and introduces durability questions that recruitment departments across the market will inevitably factor into future assessments. Taken together, the most likely outcome is a short-term stopgap combined with a broader reassessment of the position ahead of the next cycle. Competitive stability will take precedence over progression, while asset value protection becomes secondary to simple availability. This episode underlines how fine margins, regulatory pressure, and medical setbacks intersect to shape outcomes long before the final whistle.